In this lesson, we are going to create categories. You can create an unlimited number of categories and subcategories as well. So let's head over here to Amazon.com. And if you notice here, shop by department, they have, a lot of different categories and subcategories. Now, I'm not going to add, so many subcategories, but one of the things that you can do with your store is you can create your store about anything. So if you want your focus to be on just videos, if you want it to be on music, if you want it to be on electronics, whatever it is that you want your store to focus on, if you want it to be just like Amazon where anyone can just come and submit, different items, then you want to make sure that you create a category or categories and subcategories for that item. So I'm just going to click on Shop by Department. And here you see a list of the different departments that people can shop on and also sell their products on. So you can come through here and choose the one that you want to focus on. So I'm just going to grab just a few from the electronics here and then maybe some from the clothing here. But the idea is that you can sell whatever it is that you want in your store because you have 100% control over that. And as the store owner, if you don't create categories, then people will not be able to submit items there because there won't be a place for them to submit anything. So let's come over here on the back end. By default, you have the on categorize. So you can keep that or you can change it. So I'm just going to click this here and just change this to something else. So going back here to Amazon, I'm going to focus primarily on the electronics and computers and then maybe some clothing stuff. But let's just start first with the electronic. So we're going to change this on categorize. We're going to change that to TV and video. And then for the alias, we just want to delete that. Okay, so now you have the option here. If this is the primary category, you don't have to, you can just leave it as it is. You can put a description here. But if it's going to be the subcategory of something else, then you're going to see that shows up on this part. The reason why nothing is showing up here right now, because this is the, the only category here. So there's nothing else you can make this a subcategory of. So you can do, one or two things. You can click save and close, or you can click save and new. So I'm going to click on save and new. This is going to allow me to add multiple categories or other categories, and then I can be able to, adjust those on the front end accordingly. So I'm going to grab a few of these here, different titles and categories here, and then put it on the site. So right now I have about 6 different categories. So let's check out the front and see what it looks like. So this is what it's going to look like here on the front end. It says select category, has all products, and has those categories listed here. And also you notice here you have visit store. So this is going to be the store for those who create an account on your website. So when I click on the Amazon course, this is just going to show, just the basic information here. And if I had other products, then it's going to show all the products that has been created on this store. But we're going to take a look at the front end a little bit later. But for now, this is what the category is going to look like. So this allows for your users, when they log in, they can choose what categories they want to post or sell their products under. So it's very important that you make sure that you create a category for that. And you want to be very clear in terms of the type of site that it is. If you're going to focus on electronics, then you want to make sure that you have, all the different categories that someone can sell something under electronics. If it's going to be clothing, you want to do the same thing. So if you need some help and some guidance, then you want to definitely check out, Amazon here to give you an idea, because they have this, very, very well. So this is what they have, and you can browse through this just to get an idea of the different categories that you want to create. So one note that I'll give this little, just little tip is when you're starting out, you don't want to create a ton, or tons of different categories. When Amazon started, they didn't have all these categories. They had probably just a few, but as their website grew and as the needs of their customers grew, then they were able to explore, other areas. They're able to venture out. But if you're already an established business and you want to, utilize all this here, then, feel free to do so. But by starting out small, it gives you an idea so you can better organize things for your vendors, and it makes things a lot easier for people to find. But as you can see right now, everything is very clean. It's very basic. When someone comes on the site, they know exactly where to go, and, they can be able to find it. So let's move on to the next lesson.